Greetings from the Gary Moore Show.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And now, here's Gary.
Christmas and a Happy New Year. It was not a Christmas tree.
Yes, this is a Christmas tree.
Presents there for you and me.
Presents there for you and me.
You and me, Christmas tree. Oh, what a happy Christmas party. What a Merry Christmas tree.
And here are Gary's guests, Eddie Hodges.
Santa Claus goes ho, ho, ho.
Santa Claus goes ho, ho, ho.
Is his beard as white as snow?
Yes, his beard's as white as snow.
White as snow.
Ho, ho, ho.
You and me, Christmas tree. Oh, what a happy Christmas party. What a Merry Christmas tree.
Special guest, Cliff Arquette as Charlie Weaver.
Does the drum go?
Yes, the drum goes.
Does the train go? Woo, woo.
Yes, the train goes. Whoa, whoa.
Woo, woo. White as snow.
Ho, ho, ho.
You and me, Christmas tree. Oh, what a happy Christmas party. What a Merry Christmas tree.
Henry Morgan.
Does the dog go ma-ma?
Yes, the dog goes ma-ma.
Does the boat go toot-toot?
Yes, the boat goes toot-toot.
Toot-toot.
Ma-ma.
White as snow.
Ho, ho, ho.
You and me, Christmas tree. Oh, what a happy Christmas party. What a Merry Christmas tree.
Mahalia Jackson.
Do we like to sing a hymn?
Yes, we like to sing a hymn.
And do we go
Yes, we all go.
sing a hymn?
Ma-ma.
White as snow.
Ho, ho, ho.
You and me, Christmas tree. Oh, what a happy Christmas party. What a Merry Christmas tree.
Carol Burnett and Marion Lorne.
Does the chick go cheep, cheep?
Yes, the chick goes cheep, cheep.
Does the truck go beep, beep?
Yes, the truck goes beep, beep.
Cheep, cheep. Beep, beep. Sing a hymn. Toot, toot.
Ma-ma.
White as snow.
Ho, ho, ho.
You and me, Christmas tree. Oh, what a happy Christmas party. What a Merry Christmas tree.
Candid Camera and Durward Kirby. All on the Gary Moore Show.
Does the horn go rat-a-ta-ta?
Yes, the horn goes rat-a-ta-ta.
Do the bells go bing-bong-bing?
Yes, the bells go bing-bong-bing.
Bing-bong-bing, rat-a-ta-ta. Cheep, cheep. Beep, beep. Sing a hymn. Toot, toot. Ma-ma. Woo, woo. White as snow. Ho, ho, ho. You and me, Christmas tree. Oh, what a happy Christmas party. What a Merry Christmas tree. Is this not a Christmas tree? Yes, this is a Christmas tree. Presents there for you and me. Presents there for you and me. Eddie Hodges, Cliff Arquette, Henry Morgan, Mahalia Jackson, Carol Burnett, Marion Lorne, Candid Camera, Durward Kirby, all on the Gary Moore Show. Oh, what a happy Christmas party. What a Merry Christmas day. What a Merry Christmas day.
The Gary Moore Show. And now, here's Gary.
Thank you so much. Good evening. Much, much love to each of you from all of us, and a very happy December the 22nd to you all. This is December 22nd, and all over America, men are rushing to the perfume counter to buy that last-minute gift they had forgotten about. And I know because I was there this morning myself. I must say that I was impressed by the great variety of perfumes that they have for sale. Do you know they have one for every kind of person? Now, for instance, for very sophisticated girls, they've got a perfume called Yes. Then for girls who are not quite so sophisticated, they got one called Maybe. Then for girls who are not at all sophisticated, they've got one called And I think that's very nice. But largely, I think the perfume counters are patronized by people like me, who have been scared by more complicated forms of shopping. Now, you take the floor walker in a smart New York shop. I'm convinced that at this time of the year, floor walkers are completely impartial. They're nasty to everybody. You walk in... No, wait a minute, I'll show you what I mean. Excuse me?
Santa Claus is on the 5th floor, Sonny.
Are you the floor walker?
No, I'm Kooky Burns, and I just came in to buy a new comb. Of course I'm the floor walker.
Well, I'd like to buy a Christmas present for a lady.
Is it for your wife, or would you like something expensive?
I'm buying something for my wife.
The flannel nightgowns are over there.
No, you see, what I wanted to get for her was something, well, you know, something in black lace and frilly and, you know, very sheer. You know what I mean?
Oh, why is it always the little ones? Oh.
See what I mean? Snooty salespeople. And after the floor walker, you then turn to a salesgirl, and she's even worse because she's not only snooty, she's also bored. Oh, miss?
Get her stockings.
Well, I'd like to get her something more personal.
Get candy.
Something that'll last for a while.
Get hard candy.
Something for about $3?
Get lost.
Well, now, when both the floor walker and the salesgirl let you down, you can only then, in desperation, turn to the gift counselor.
May I help you?
Yes, please. You see, it's getting terribly late, and I still haven't gotten a present for my wife.
Oh, well, now, don't worry. I think I can help you. Now, let me see.
Yeah?
Let me see. Now, what about a pair of... Oh, no. No, well, that wouldn't do. No, well, never mind. Never mind. Now, perhaps a pair of... Oh, store's closed. Merry Christmas.
Wait a minute. What about my wife?
Oh, and a Merry Christmas to her, too.
It's the jolly Yuletide. It's the time of year when you buy your wife a present. You pay a few dollars or so each month on the installment plan. And at last, when you finally have that Christmas gift all paid for, it's Christmas again. Well, I'm sure that you have got a million things to remember for the holidays, errands, visitors, and, of course, groceries for the long weekend, the holiday weekend. So easy does it. Buy happy. Buy the best. And particularly cornflakes. Crackling, crisp, and fresh, best to you each morning. They're the best liked, the world's favorite, best flavor, which is secret. And they taste just right to just about everybody. And they're as nourishing as they are good. Now, if you have holiday guests, they're sure to like cornflakes, because who doesn't? So sometime in the next couple of days, get 2 or 3 of these.
And here is best altogether. Variety Pack. 10 personal portions of 8 favorites, and they're all in one pack. Gay and glamorous. A cereal holiday where everyone gets to choose his own favorite cereal fun. So be sure to have Variety Pack on the breakfast table for you and your guests during the holidays. It gets everybody off to a good start.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see before you 3 gentlemen, each claiming to be a very famous figure. Only one of them is telling the truth. Number 1, would you kindly identify yourself?
My name is Santa Claus.
Number 2, would you identify yourself?
My name is Santa Claus.
Number 3, would you identify yourself?
My name is Santa Claus.
Now then, will the real Santa Claus stand up? Wait a minute. Come on here. Easy. Want to take it off? Yes, friends.
No, these are my people.
And of course we have here Charlie Weaver. Charlie, what is new, my good friend?
Oh, everybody's so happy in Mount Ida, you know.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
I got some gifts already.
Oh?
Yeah, Clara Kimball Moots, you know. Remember her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave me a box of damp facial tissues. They're for instant spitballs. And little Delbert Swine, remember him?
Oh, Delbert, yes.
Yeah, he gave me a real nice gift. A beautiful case of measles. And then, of course, my mama, you know.
Yes.
She gave Papa the same thing he got last year. She gave him a dirty look. Say, Mama wrote me a letter.
Oh, Mama wrote a letter? I was hoping she would in time for our show.
Always writes to me, you know.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. She said, Dear Nero, Mom always said I fiddled around too much. I think that's precious. Things are fine in Mount Ida, she goes on.
Yes?
Yeah. Wallace Swine's little boy, Delbert, ran away from home 3 months ago. It took them 3 months to find him. They didn't look. He's the sort of a little boy you don't like at first, and later you get to hate him. He always got the highest marks in school, black and blue marks on the top of his head. He tried to rule us, you know how to, you know. Anyway, Leonard Box, remember Leonard?
Oh, Leonard Box?
Yeah, I remember him, very tall fellow.
No.
Grew right out to the top of his head, you know, has no hair up there. Leonard Box was arrested for bringing his wife her breakfast in bed. You see, they're separated, and she lives at the YWCA.
There's a wild one.
I think that's all right. Oh, they were such a lovely couple, you know. She was so bow-legged and he was so knock-kneed that when they walked down the street together, they spelled ox. She is awful. She can play a kettle drum sitting down.
Makes a nice picture.
I believe. Leonard says when he married her, she had the face of a saint, Saint Bernard. After they were married a year or two, little strangers came to bless their home. Her mother and father. They were midgets. Very small. Well, son, I must close now and go help your father. He and Grandpa Og were having an argument in the backyard, and your father slapped Grandpa in the face. Too bad Grandpa was chewing tobacco. Love, Mama.
Love, Mama.
I love Mama.
I bet you.
How's everything with you, Gare?
Everything is just fine.
You got
Just
all your
fine.
shopping done?
No, but I'm working at it.
Oh, I want to tell you, we're having a lot of fun back there. You know, Grandpa Og came in the other day.
Did he really?
Yeah, he drove in from his farm in his Rolls Royce. He bought a new Rolls Royce limousine for his farm.
Was his farm?
He likes that glass partition between the front and back seats, you know?
Yeah.
That way the sheep can't lick the back of his neck. Oh, we had a lot of fun with him. You know. He's a wonderful fella. And then there's Grandma Og, you know.
Grandma Og, yeah.
She's going to make all her presents this year.
Make them?
Yeah, did I tell you about her?
No.
She bought 350 pounds of steel wool.
350 pounds of steel wool?
She's going to knit a stove. I believe.
Great.
I'm getting better all the time, you know.
Obviously.
Wasn't you going to go over there?
You want me to? Or you going to do your recitation now?
I ain't going to do my
You're
recitation.
not going to do your recitation at all?
We had a talk out in the alley.
Nobody talked with me.
No, they didn't tell you?
No, they didn't tell me. Merry Christmas. We'll see you a little later on in the
Yeah,
show.
nice to see
Johnny
you.
Weaver. I must attend rehearsal sometime. They sound like fun. Comes now the happy time to introduce one of the most refreshing young-timers in the business. If you pile up all of the rave reviews that this 12-year-old youngster has received in the Broadway hit The Music Man and the Frank Sinatra movie A Hole in the Head, well, they would tower over him by a country mile. I'm talking about Eddie Hodges. Oh, and by the way, I have been asked by young Mr. Hodges to explain to you his haircut, or rather his lack of one. You see, he's going to appear in the movie Huck Finn, and he has to let his hair grow, and he was afraid that you might think he's not neat. So let us welcome Master Eddie Hodges.
What's the matter with me? What's the matter with me? School is let out and it's way after 3. But I'm sitting here with my chin on my knee. Say, what is the matter with me? like this, they'd think I was waiting for some girl. So what if they saw me? They couldn't hee-haw me, 'cause I'm not waiting for any girl. Then what am I waiting here for? And why am I watching the door? I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with Miss Logan. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with Miss Logan. Though I still hate arithmetic, I'll pass arithmetic long as Miss Logan is teaching arithmetic. I'm in love with Miss Logan, and I wish I was not.
Hello, Eddie.
Oh, hello, Miss Logan.
What are you doing here? Everybody else has gone home for the holiday.
Yes, ma'am.
Is anything wrong?
Oh, no, ma'am. I just want to give you this.
Thank you. Should I open it now? Gee, I can't imagine what it is.
Hello, darling. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, honey, not in front of the little boy.
Why not?
Eddie, I'll open this on Christmas morning, all right? See you after the holiday.
Merry Christmas, kid.
If there's one person that I don't love, it's Miss Logan. If there's one person I like to shove, it's Miss Logan. She can talk to me, sing to me, candy bars bring to me, hold me and cling to me, don't mean a thing to me. I don't love old Miss Logan, and I wish I was dead.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this lump in my throat, but it was just great. It's too bad this show isn't in color. I wish you could get a load of that 3-alarm hair. Eddie, where'd you get that hair?
Oh, I don't know. It came with a head.
Oh, it's a set. You know, youngster, I saw you in the Music Man, and when you sang that number, Gary, Indiana, I was applauding louder than anybody.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. And I would like to say that I've watched you on television
Oh, really?
for years. And now that I'm seeing you in person, well, I'm real surprised.
Surprised?
Yes, sir. I never knew you were so tall.
He's my kind of kid. You may be on the show every week.
How tall are you, Mr. Moore?
Oh, 6 feet? Give or take a foot?
Holy mackerel.
Eddie, he isn't really that tall. Actually, he's 5 midgets glued together. And I must say, they didn't put the best-looking midget on top. Thanks for your song, Eddie. We'll see you later in the show.
Oh, all right. Goodbye, Mr. Moore. Hey, up there, Mr. Kirby, can you hear me?
Yeah, Eddie.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Holy mackerel.
Master Kirby?
Yes?
Master Kirby? Shorty? You are late to school.
Well, it's all right, Gar, because, I brought a note from our sponsor.
Oh, well, and that's okay.
You're so right, Gary. It is okay.
Oh, he's going to have the best report card on the whole show for this.
You see, newest, and maybe your youngsters have been enjoying this brawny new oat cereal regularly. And now there's a very special way for you to enjoy, too, in a brand new holiday snack, Party Treat. And you can have it ready, well, in 5 minutes, it says right here. And the recipe is right on the package. Boy. Smoky hickory salt and a little cheese. It sounds easy enough so that a man could make it, and good enough so that he'd make a lot of it. So get some new and make this new holiday snack, Party Treat.
Candid Camera, Alan Funt. Alan? Alan, would you like to tell the people about this week's episode?
Sure would, Gary. This week, we took our candid camera to the Winifred Wheeler Day Nursery School on New York's East Side. Now, this time, I stayed behind the camera as Gary played Santa Claus to a group of preschool children.
And I will tell you, it's an experience I'll not soon forget. I can't kid you. These children made me nervous. I'd never played Santa Claus before, and I was so afraid that I would disillusion the youngsters. Look here. See? Now, I ask you, I look about as much like Santa Claus as I do like Mary Margaret McBride. But such is the magic of Christmas that the kids went along with it, or most of them anyway, and pretty soon I was having the time of my life. Even with this first little boy who had one of the worst head colds I've ever heard in my life.
What do you think about Santa Claus?
Well, you're a man. You're a man. You're a man. When you have all these on, you're Santa, but when you have these off, you're a man.
You believe in Santa Claus?
Hey, sure.
Where does Santa Claus come from?
From the North Pole.
Mm-hmm. How does he get down from the North Pole?
'Cause he got real hot blood.
He can stay up there because he's got hot blood?
Yeah.
And at the end of today, I'm going to give this to the nicest boy or girl in the whole school. The nicest boy or girl in the whole school.
And I'll admit. I'll admit. When you was a kid, were you really a Santa Claus man?
When I was a little kid, was I Santa Claus?
Yeah, were
No,
you?
not when I was a little kid, no.
You grew up to be Santa Claus?
Grew up to be Santa Claus, yeah.
What are these for?
This?
What are they? What are?
You see this?
Yep.
Now, inside here, there's a present.
Yep.
And at the end of today, I'm going to give this present to the nicest boy or girl in the whole school. The one boy or girl who is the nicest child in the whole school. Who do you think I should give that present to?
Let me see. Chuck.
Chuck?
Yeah.
What about Chuck?
He ain't so good. Chuck, it comes off there.
It comes off there?
Yeah.
No, look, see, that's real. See there?
And what? You have black hair on the black hair over there. Well, I plan to put them supposed to wear the tie.
Santa Claus isn't supposed to wear a bow tie under his bib,
No,
huh?
he ain't supposed to have this.
Oh, he isn't supposed to have this?
No.
Are you a better boy than Kevin? Are you a better boy than Brian?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How you know them names?
Well, Santa Claus finds out about lots of things.
Uh-oh.
You all excited about Christmas?
Here. I'm more excited for you. I'm more nervous about you.
Why are you nervous about me?
Because I didn't see you a couple months. Why do you have such big whiskers like this?
Don't you think they're pretty?
Yeah?
They keep my face warm. How old is Mommy?
My cousins?
No, your mother. How old is your mother?
4. I mean, 8 and a half.
Oh, it's 8 and a half. Let me ask you a question. Now, you see this box? Inside this box, there's a present. And at the end of today, before school lets out...
You're going to come down the street and meet us?
No, I'm going to give this to the best girl or the best boy, the best child in the whole school. Who's the best child in the whole school?
Me.
Are you the best? Why are you the best?
Because I go to sleep at night and I don't get up. I don't drink a bottle when I go to sleep. I just go to sleep without a bottle.
Just without it? Mm-hmm.
My sister goes to sleep with a bottle.
How old is your sister?
4.5.
4.5. She's older than you are? Mm.
No, I'm older from her. I'm 4.5. She's 6.
Well, you're a very sweet little girl. Maybe at the end of the day, you'll be the one to get that present for being the nicest girl in the whole school. Okay? Maybe so.
Do you want a kiss?
Can you give me a kiss? Oh, I would love that if you would. Would you give me a kiss? Thank you very much. Did my whiskers tickle?
And so ended a thoroughly delightful day for me. By the way, I would like to point out, we interviewed 46 kids, and each one of them, without exception, when we said, who's the best kid in the school, I am. And so it was a tie, and that's what Alan gave them. Each of the 46 children got a present from Alan Funt. Now, Alan, what's up for next week?
Gary, next week we conceal our candid camera behind the complaint counter of a New York department store. And Gary, if I were you, I'd wear one of these. I think you're going to need it.
I'll see you next week, Alan, I hope. Take care, buddy. Alan Funt. Along about here, we have to pause for station identification. Now, please don't go away. I'll be back just as soon as I put these presents under our Christmas tree. And, oh, hi there, Miss Lauren.
Oh, Gary, well, you certainly have your hands full.
Yes, I do. That little package on top is your gift.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's lovely. May I have it now?
Sure. It's quite simple.
Oh, gee. And I got him 2 gloves for Christmas.
We'll be right back. Thank you, dear. And friends, this evening it is with more pride than I can tell you that we are able to announce that the nation's television critics and editors have voted our show an award through one of the major magazines that CBS tells me I am not allowed to mention the name of the magazine. So I won't, but if you go to a newsstand, you can look for it. And anyhow, through them, we have received the award as the best variety program on television. Please. Now, needless to say, it is an honor that I share with many wonderful people who contribute their talents each week. But I especially want to pay tribute to a delightful person who, week after week, brings so much warmth and laughter to our show, Miss Marion Lord. Thank you, sweetie. Now, I must mention, of course, one of the most versatile and completely engaging performers it has ever been my pleasure to work with, Carol Burnett. Now, last but certainly not least, may I pay tribute to a man recognized throughout television as just about the top talent in his field, a man who has a wonderful way with words. I refer, of course, to Bob Anderson, our teleprompter operator. Now that...
Gary.
Oh, hi, Durr.
Yes, Gary, do you know what is one of the most heartrending and pathetic sights in the whole world?
What's that?
The sight of a mature 6'4" man weeping uncontrollably. Now, you don't want me to embarrass you, do you?
No, I was only kidding, Durr. You know that if I ever win any award as we have here, you above all are deserving of sharing it with me.
Oh, gee, thank you very much, Gary. Well, I want to tell you this, that's one of the nicest compliments that I ever dragged out of anybody. Why is it always the little one?
Quite seriously, thank you once again to the award committee and most certainly to Bob Banner and our production staff our writers, and all the gang. They certainly have helped to make this a very Merry Christmas for me indeed.
Oh, don't spray that awful stuff.
Oh, Santa, I thought the old chimney was getting very stuffy.
Well, it is, but that heavy perfume just makes it worse. There must be a better way.
And Miss Lauren, Santa is so right. The better way is, of course... Will you allow me to tell the folks about it?
Oh, yes.
The light-scented air freshener. Now, let's take some everyday odoriferous nuisance like this, like this dirty ashtray. Ordinary sprays cannot kill that odor, and they're not made to. They just try to cover odors with heavy, lingering perfumes. But doesn't need heavy perfumes because it actually destroys odors, and it doesn't just try to cover them up. That's a fact. Light-scented actually destroys odors by absorbing them. And that's why makes indoor air seem fresh as all outdoors.
Household odors fade, fade, fade when you with.
This year, as last, our Christmas show is enriched by the presence of the greatest gospel singer in the world, Mahalia Jackson. Mahalia sings with her mind and with her heart, and to listen and to understand is to share a profound spiritual experience. We're truly honored to present her, Mahalia Jackson.
Lord, I will send thee. What will I send thee? I will send you one. One is a holy baby born in Bethlehem. Going, I will send thee. What will I send thee? I will send you to his Paul and Silas. One is the holy baby born in Bethlehem. Going, I will send thee. What will I send thee? I will send you free, free, free is the Hebrew children to his Paul and Silas. One is the holy baby born in Bethlehem. Going, I will send thee. What will I send thee? I will send you oh is the foe that stood at the door. Three is the Hebrew children to his Paul and Silas. One is the holy baby born in Bethlehem. Going, I will send thee. What will I send thee? I will send you 12, 12. 12 is the 12 disciples. 11 is the gospel writer. 10 is the 10 commandment. 9 is the 9 that dress so fine. 8 is the 8 that gay. 7 is the 7 came down from heaven. 6 is the 6 that couldn't get fixed. 5 is the gospel rider. 4 is the 4 that stole. 3 is the Hebrew children. 2 is Paul and Silas. 1 is the holy baby born in Bethlehem.
What a joyous way of singing. It was just magnificent.
Thank you, Gary.
And you know, when I introduced you, I said that you sang with your heart and with your mind. I was watching from over there, and you have the most expressive hands I've ever seen.
But, Gary, how can anyone sing about heaven and earth and all of God's wonders without using their hands? You know, when I sing, I like to demonstrate what I feel within.
Well, and such is what great artists are made of. Thank you, Mahalia. We'll see you later on in the show.
Thank
you.
you.
Mahalia. Now, we had some of our buddies gathered around us here, and we're going to add another buddy, a fellow who has been trying to prize secrets out of me every Wednesday night for the last years. And I know that I will probably offend him by saying nice things about him in public. But the plain truth is that Henry is not the Scrooge he sometimes likes to pretend he is. He is one of the gifted originals in the world today. Henry Morgan. For several Christmases past now, Henry and I have had the fun of playing a game which he invented. And a game that you can play at home, as a matter of fact. Will you explain to the folks about it, Henry?
Very briefly, we found that many people's Christmas cards are an indication of the kind of people they are. It's almost as clear sometimes as analyzing handwriting. You can tell an awful lot by the kind of card the person chose without reading anything inside. We'll play it for a minute or two, and then if you like the game, you can do it at home with your own cards, with your own friends. Of course, on the way in the house, don't let them peek. The idea is figure out what kind of person you think it is and see if it works out. Now, our cards are all celebrity cards, so, gang, don't be too mean. You're not going to look, nice if you tear somebody to bits. But sometimes a Christmas card will even tear you to bits. Let's try. I'll hold one up briefly. It's bright red. This is bright red with just plain gold Merry Christmas on it. And I think at home you can see whose it is, but the panel can't, of course. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what kind of person do you think would send this kind of card?
Rich.
Well, yeah.
Rich. A rich person.
First of all, it's a very expensive card. And do you say bright red? Probably a very outgoing individual.
Outgoing?
Outgoing.
I got one like that from my butcher.
Well, there's been an awful lot of butchers going out lately, I'll tell you that.
I got to say, I can't help you with these because I don't know either. Truly.
All right.
This match I didn't look at.
Oh, I would say that it's a person who likes simple elegance. It's quite an elegant card. The Merry Christmas is not large. It's not blatant. I'm dying to see who it's from.
Let's take a... What were you going to say?
I was going to say that I'm almost tempted to say from the severeness of the card and so on, even though it's in good taste and everything else, it's probably from a guy who deals in jokes.
Oh, Durward. Jackie Gleason.
How about that? Now, you would expect Jackie's knowing that, he's such a far-out, flamboyant guy, and yet this is in beautiful and excellent taste.
Great taste.
And by the way, Henry,
But the red gives you the clue.
We're not supering the name. We thought it would be more fun if the audience guessed along with us.
Oh, okay, fine. The only trouble with this game really is tonight that these are all celebrities cards, and some of them are pretty much of a giveaway. Well, there's not much you can do with that. Anyway, take a look, see if you can get a shot at this. It's quite a tip-off, gang, I'm afraid.
Maverick.
Oh.
Christmas at, if you hide this down the bottom.
I shouldn't show that.
It's got a picture of a cowboy.
That's Wild Bill Cody. I know him real well. I used to ride with him out on the range.
No, I know. The name down at the bottom tipped me off.
Let's keep away from the name. But I will say that it is quite common in our business, in all businesses, I guess, for people to send Christmas cards that are connected with their business. It's a practice I sometimes deploy.
I can't understand is how Trigger can send a card.
Probably the horse sent its own card. Tell you the honest truth, this is one of the things you can find out about somebody with one reservation. The fellow sitting on a horse whose business is making horse pictures, which this must be, is Gene Autry. I don't know how to say this exactly. Well, I'll say two things at once. It's almost like a garage. You forgive the garage. It sends you a thing. It's an ad. When a fellow does it, I sometimes think, well, maybe his agent bought it.
Or maybe it shows nothing more dangerous, Henry, than the fact that in his life, his business is the primary moving factor.
Even at Christmas?
Yeah.
Can be. This one is sort of attractive, I think. You see the three kings of Orient, I imagine they are. It's yellow, that's red, of course, and gold, and white. What kind of person do you suppose sent this?
Oh, religious person, I think, wouldn't you?
I suppose it's a religious card.
A quiet person.
Good taste, would you say?
That's a thinking man's card.
Yeah, oh, that's I think that's wrong.
It may be, but it's what's up front that counts.
You know that card was from Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, yeah! It would be my guess, my experience is that cards that look like this, that go back into ancient art for their origin, usually come from executives of a high order.
Yeah, I'd guess along with you pretty much.
I would too.
The Comos wish you the happiest Christmas ever.
Also, to notice, Henry, if I may point out, now that we can see the inside, on the inside is the cross, which is so typical of Perry, who is a completely religious man.
Yeah, all year round, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's right.
But, you know, this is also the card of an executive, since Como does run Roncom Productions, you know. Pretty interesting. We're getting much closer than we did when we did the other set in rehearsal.
Yeah.
Let's try this. I wasn't meant to be a joke. We had to do something so I could explain the panel how the game went. We used an entirely different set of cards. This one has white with black and red. The Christmas decorations are in red.
Sent by a very tall person.
Do you know that happens sometimes?
Sure. With the fruit and everything piled up there, or whatever it is, Christmas decorations.
It isn't much of a family kind of card, is it?
No, I'd say it comes from an individual.
That's what I'd say.
A woman.
I think he overdid the fruit bowl a little bit.
I don't think there's a woman's card.
You don't?
I
No.
do.
Oh, I do.
Would you have picked it?
Yeah, she's a big eater.
Any more?
Can we sum up on that? I'm a little confused as to where we were. What did you say, Derby? You said something
I said a
tall.
very tall person.
A tall woman who's a big eater.
A tall woman who's a big eater.
Big eater.
Yeah, let's open it up and see what...
And I think a person with an interesting kind of taste.
Yeah, that's quite
It's not quite mine, but it's very interesting.
Before you open, I'll go out on a limb. I will say that of all the cards I've seen so far, I like this one best, and I think it shows a better degree of artistic appreciation. Who's it from?
Not me. I like trees and snow and stuff like that.
You don't like that?
You don't like that?
All right, let's see.
I don't... it's not my type of card.
Okay.
Well, it's not a...
Boy, I tell you, it fooled me, but I've got to explain this one. Sometimes the wife buys the card. Nell and Gary Moore.
A
tall person with great taste. There's one more card here, which isn't of any particular style or taste. It didn't cost much, but it has very simple, direct meaning, and it is what I mean.
Very nice.
Hey, Durwood, what are you doing?
My Christmas cards.
3 days before Christmas and you're writing out your card?
This just happens to be the last... Oh, see? Now, look at that. There you go. No harm done, though. See that? So all you have to do is like that. Happens to you, I bet, at home. And there's no harm done, as I say, because this table has a plate glass top made by Glass Company. And that's the best protection you can give your furniture. You see, plate glass furniture tops protect the finish of your tables and make them even more beautiful. The water rings are no worry anymore. Even a burning cigarette can't do any damage. Just one quick wipe, as you'll see here in just a moment. Now watch this. There you are. Your tabletop is bright and shining new. You know why? Because it's glass. And a plate glass top from not only protects the finish of your desk at home, but it also gives you a smooth, firm surface for writing. The finest protection and new beauty. That's what plate glass furniture tops give you. And when you buy them, do make sure that they're made of polished plate glass from... It's the best glass you can buy.
In this wild and woolly world of television, it's a good idea for a performer to know where his strength lies. In acknowledging our recent award, I would be many times a fool if I didn't recognize the tremendous contribution made every week by our dancers and our singers. talented men, beautiful young ladies. Like, for instance, our own Ruth Lawrence as the street urchin in a story from a Christmas long, long past.
La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Caroling, now we go. Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling through the snow. Christmas bells are ringing. Joyous voices sweet and clear. Sing the Santa harp to cheer. Ding dong, ding dong. Christmas bells are ringing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room.
And heaven and nature
And
sing.
heaven and nature
And heaven and nature
sing. And
sing.
heaven and nature sing.
Christmas.
In sending our Christmas wishes to you and to yours, I have borrowed some beautiful words, some words from William Saroyan. And apparently Saroyan, too, had trouble expressing his true feelings at Christmas time, for this is what he wrote. He said, "First, I would like to say to you, Merry Christmas. It is like this. When I say it, I want it to mean what it means. Not just words under a picture on a card, dropped in a mailbox on the corner, or handing you something wrapped up in red paper, which I have bought. I want it to say what it says, the way a child says it. Christmas is looked forward to by a child with even greater excitement than the excitement with which he looks forward to his own birthday. Because Christmas is everybody's birthday, with the party going on all over the world. Christmas is odors brought in from the cold to the fire. A great laughing blend of perfume made of the scent of snow mingling with the scent of sanctity. Christmas is sounds, the talking and the laughing, the tinkling of the music box which says Hosanna in the child's language of gladness. Christmas is tastes, the round golden taste of the orange. It is the red and white striped taste of the peppermint, the sharp, sweet juice of the apple from the toe of the stocking. Many tastes must blend to make the taste of Christmas. Christmas is being together, gathering together. It is the time of the heart's inventory. It is the time of going home in many ways. You don't have to tell a child what it means, and at Christmas, if at no other time, all men are children. Because it is the child's day, the coming of Christmas up the white steps of December transforms mothers and fathers through old and wintry legerdemain into the children they once were, and still are for that matter, and must always be. Until at last, on Christmas Eve, their caroling beside the tree is with the earnest voice of childhood. And the tears in their eyes are once again the tears caused by great expectations, stirred in the infant heart of humanity, and someday, as sure as the sun, to be fulfilled. If children could speak, or if anybody could, what would be said on Christmas Day would be the book that all books would be. But who can say with words what children feel, what Christmas means to them and to us? There are no words for it. And yet, children say it all with meanings straight and clear when they say only, Merry Christmas. And so, as one of them, and one of you, and one of us, helpless with the clumsy words, I say to them and to you, Merry Christmas. I say it as a child says it.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And so, my friends, good night. We wish you the spirit of Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, our production staff of the Gary Moore Show wish you a happy holiday and a very Merry Christmas.